Hey, hi, hello, and welcome back to the Goat Force Gaming channel where we play the roguelikes and the roguelites and hopefully add all kinds of awesome games to your backlog or your wish list or your now playing list. I don't know what you're doing out there, but you know what? We're going to add to it. I'll tell you another thing. If you like roguelikes or roguelites, you are in one of the most excellent places in all of the infinite halls of the interwebs. And I'm glad you're here with us. Hey, I'm back with Time Wasters. Let me ask you a question. Have you ever been playing Time Wasters and the Horde just surrounds you and you're immediately staring at a game over screen? Because there's not much you can do when the Horde surrounds you. You ever had that happen? Well, we finally have a solution to that situation, and its name is Ram. We've got a new captain that we're going to be looking at today, folks. This just rolled out in a upgrade that happened over the weekend, and I am excited to show it off to you today. So we're going to have some runs in Time Wasters, which if you haven't gotten to this one, this is an excellent, excellent roguelite bullet heaven that I have had just a ball with. And we'll see what we can see. But I'll tell you what, I had a run prior, and I have fallen pretty hard for this captain. So let's count on having a good run, shall we? I hope that you are doing well today. I have a cup of cacao going. If you haven't heard me talk about this new drink that I'm enjoying, it's ground cacao. And you can get this out on Amazon and I'm sure a bunch of other places as well. I would tell you that this is very coffee adjacent. You get a nice cocoa taste. It's got a very smooth texture. It's very, very nice. And it makes for a great afternoon cup because it's decaf. So you may want to check that out. If you got something good in your cup going, cheers to you. So I had a heck of a weekend. It was very exciting and then very taxing on the brain and then very exciting again all at once. I am playing Time Wasters on the brand new PC. And I am quite excited about that. Now, several hours ago, I was knee-deep in technical challenges, but I am lucky to know the folks that I do because they spent a ton of their time with me working through some of the issues. So we're going to talk about that a little bit today as well, while we're boxing the Horde in its face. Do you see that? Isn't that wonderful? So it not only knocks them away, but then they're colliding with other enemies, and you can chain the collisions. In fact, we'll max that out, because why not? But this captain is a beast. I mean, look at this. That's unreal. And I know I've got some of the meta progression upgrades at this point, but holy moly, we're just out here melting enemies. And that's what you want to do in this one. But finally, an excellent way to deal with the Horde. So, the computer arrived the other day, and I didn't get a 3080. I originally wanted to find a computer with a 3080. And my brother-in-law knows that I've been looking for a PC for quite some time. In fact, he sent me several options, and I kept telling him, no, thanks, but that's not really the one that I'm looking for at this point. So it got to the point where he wrote down my spec list, exactly what I was looking for, because he's awesome and he wanted to help. And so he's sending me systems, and at one point there was one that I was seriously considering, but it didn't have everything, and I'm at a point where I've needed to upgrade for a little bit. I've been running a NVIDIA 1060 for a while, and it's been a wonderful card. It really has, but it was time, because we all deserve to play some Returnal on this channel, and the 1060 wasn't going to do that in the way that I want to experience that game. So he sent me a system the other day, and this was unexpected. It had a 4070 Ti in it. And I'm looking at this thing, and it's definitely priced higher than what I wanted to go for the 3080 machine. Because of course it is. The specs are better. It's got, the 4070 Ti. It had a water cooling system in there, which I have never had before. Was completely unfamiliar with. So I'm looking at this thing and I'm going, I don't know. I mean, it looks crazy good, but the price just wasn't where I wanted it to be. And so he says, hey, you know what? I've bought stuff at this retailer before. I know a guy over there. Let me see what they'll do on it for you. And I'm thinking, that's not really the way this works, as far as I know. But if he's offering, hey, why not? Why not? Let's go for it. What's the worst that could happen? They say no? So I said, hey, man, yeah, why not? Go ahead. Appreciate you offering. Let's go ahead and do it. So sure enough, he reaches out to the guy. They took money off. And it just got to a point where it still was a little outside of the zone. But I started to say to myself, well, wait a second. This just added how much more time until I would have to ever think about upgrading again based on the types of games I play and the stuff that I do on the machine. And so I am excited to say that I pulled the trigger on it, and I have a machine with a 4070 Ti with water cooling, with 32 gigs of RAM, with a very fast 13th gen i7 processor. And you know what? If I've lost you because that all sounds like a foreign language to you, that was me, probably about 3 or 4 weeks ago, trying to understand all of this stuff, all of the jargon. And I still can't tell you that I am an expert by any stretch of the imagination. So the computer came, and I knew that it was going to be exciting, but I also knew that there was going to be some work involved in terms of getting it ready. And, the previous week, I had spent some time moving files onto a USB stick. See how we're just punching right through these guys? Love it. Let's add to that knockback force, shall we? So I'd spent some time moving files over and taking some of the graphics from my video editor, DaVinci Resolve, so that it would make the process a little bit easier. I thought I was all set. I was feeling good. Felt like I was ahead, right? Computer shows up. I powered on. It's not DOA. You know, that was one of the things that I was worried about, because sometimes these graphics cards, they show up and they're broken. And so the machine powered on right away. I saw the specs, you know, for the first time when you're all logged in, and I thought, holy cow, you know, this is incredible. So I start getting it all set up. I'm feeling great. And I get to the point where I start to drag video recordings into my video editor, DaVinci, and I'm not getting any sound. And I'm thinking, well, that's really weird, because when I play this outside of the editor in Windows, I get sound just fine. So that's not making any sense. And ladies and gentlemen, 4.5 hours later, it was still not making any sense. Now, have you ever had a technical issue on your PC where, I don't know, you go down the rabbit hole on YouTube and you watch a video thinking, oh, this is the one, this is how I'll fix it, right? Have you been there? Well, I was there too, only I was there 13 or 14 times, you know, and I watched videos that were 40 minutes in length, a couple of them. And at some point, you are sitting there going, you know what? This is a machine with a 4070 Ti. This is my dream machine. And I'm not having fun with it right now. I need to step away. I can't see straight, you know? So I did. I went to the gym, and I did the stair climber for a little bit. Look at how great this is. They can't surround us anymore. I mean, they can, but it's a lot harder, you know? With the other captains, prior to RAM being a thing, you were dead if you got surrounded. Or at least, I should say, I was dead if I got surrounded. So anyway, went to the gym, climbed some stairs, felt better, came back, and I ended up talking to a buddy of mine that evening. He is a engineer for the company that he works at. He supports a couple of the systems. And so I'm thinking, oh, you know, we'll figure this out. I'm just going to put this down. You know, we tried multiple things and probably spent, you know, another 2.5 hours, and then finally just said, hey, you know what? It's not working. It's not working. We're going to, you know, let's just BS for a little bit, for a while, and catch up on the day, and, you know, because it'd been a minute since we had talked. So this morning, I got together with a fellow content creator of mine, the Indie Gamer. And if you don't know Indie, I got to tell you something. He is just a fine human being. Just a tremendous human that was willing to sit with me and talk and commiserate and try 13 or 14 other things. He's looking at screenshots from me, just being extremely patient. He didn't have to do any of this. He's just an awesome human. If you haven't found his channel out there yet, I'm going to include a link to just a tremendous conversation I got to have with Indy. I'm going to put it in the description of the video. We got together one time and had coffee and talked about the love of rogues. And you're going to see from that discussion what I'm talking about. He's a fantastic human, and he takes such care with his channel. Check him out. I'd appreciate it if you checked him out. He covers a lot of awesome indie games. In fact, they just had a discussion the other day. He does kind of a podcast type of format with some buddies. And they just talked about Metroidvanias. That was the focus. So anyway, he spent a ton of time with me. So kind. And, you know, when it came down to it, we didn't figure it out. We think we identified the issue, but we decided, hey, you know what? This DaVinci version 18 that's newer, I think maybe there's a conflict. And I know this boss fight is going on forever. I have to be very careful that I don't get too close to that glowy magma stuff, because we'll die, we'll melt. So I kind of have to goad him in and out. Anyway, long story short, decided, hey, you know what? It might make more sense to roll back to the previous version that I was using on the older PC. Give that a go, you know? All right, we're getting close. We're getting close. We are getting close. Let's add some range to the fireballs. Why don't we? That'll help, especially with this situation. And so I got off the Discord phone with Mr. Indy, and I rolled back DaVinci to version 17. I put a video file into the timeline, and folks, audio was achieved. I was so excited. You have no idea. I think that because Indy knew what was going on, I think he could hear me from all the way where he was at, because I basically fired straight through the roof of our house. In fact, I'm going to have a roofer come out this week. The wife is not happy, let me tell you. She is not happy. But, you know, I pointed at the hole. I said, listen, though. Listen. I have audio now in DaVinci. Like, you don't understand. This is so good. This is good. It's working. She wasn't thrilled. I'm excited. You know, it's amazing. And so here's what's really cool about all of this. The quality of the videos is going to be amped up. The quality, well, I shouldn't say quality. The level of games that you have seen on the channel, you've not seen games like Returnal. You will now see games like Returnal out here. And I'm super excited about that game in particular because of course I am, you know? I have been sitting on the sidelines, not playing Returnal, and we're gonna play Returnal. I'm so excited about it. We are having a god tier run right now in comparison to other runs I have had in the past, and we need to get to the store because we've got 7 time cubes. So let's do that. Okay. And I'll tell you, I did want to make a video over the weekend for all of you, and because of what was going on, it was just impossible. I would not have been able to do that. So I've got a little bit of catch up to do, but we're gonna see some good stuff this week, and of course, you know, just like every week, we'll be doing a giveaway. Got to figure out what that's going to be, but it's going to be something cool. Because I'll tell you what, I'm in a great mood. And I believe in paying it forward, you know? Good karma for everybody. How about that? Look at the way we can just knock these guys out of here. Just get out. Just get out. You're not welcome. Get out. Okay. Our gold refinery was just destroyed, but that's okay. That's all right. I think we're going to go plasma per shot. And what else do we want to do? Let's go ahead. Let's just take a sip here. Let's cool down. Cheers to you. Let's go shots per second. Let's go damage per plasma. And let's go static field damage. I happen to really like the static field. I think that the option to slow down enemies, in addition to this new boxing capability, I think it's a very powerful combo. Extremely powerful. I mean, you're getting out there, you're Rocky Balboa. Okay. Oh, we've got the 5. Super Plasma Planet. You know, let's do this. Let's go with that. I have a feeling this guy's going to go down really fast. But it looks like we took some damage that time. Maybe we got a little too close to him. That's okay. Back off a little bit here. Ah, there it is. That's the safe distance. Okay. Now we do need to get some ship hull back if we can here. Let's go over here too and see if we can grab some space cubes. Okay. Oh, that's all right. I mean, this is a heck of a run. Wave 83. Wow. Okay, let's go block damage. Let's go max hull. 82 out of 145, so we can still improve a little bit here. Let's grab some time cubes. All right. Can you just imagine me firing straight through the roof? You know, it's like something out of... did you ever watch Home Improvement with Tim Allen and... what was the guy's name? Al Borland. You know, it's like something that guy would do. All right, put the point into the static field. Okay. Well, maybe don't do what I did and avoid dashing into the horde. Maybe that's not what you want to do. And we are cruising right into wave 90. I don't think that's ever happened before. Wow. They have created quite the powerful captain here. This is amazing. Now again, I do have some of the meta progression opened up, but I think this captain would be super powered regardless. Jump in there, give Ram a try. It's so much fun. Max fireballs. Let's do... Oh, look at this. Ram invincibility knockback. Knockback burst force when invincible. Yes. Sounds good. Fireball range. Let's just max this out. And we need one more time cube here. I'm sure we can rouse one up. There's a couple out here. Okay. I put it in the invincibility knockback again. And now we have our 5, so let's do this first. Wipe out all these guys with supernova while we can. Might as well, right? I guess we're just gonna have the one run today. This is going really well. I'm thinking this static field overclocking. Let's do that. He's saying, I hope these upgrades help you in your journey. You have no idea, man. Wave 98. Wow. They do such a good job of making you feel powerful. Let's do gold magnet range. Let's do fireball damage. Let's go max hull. Look at this. Attack duration, super boxing gloves damage. Ooh, a multiplier. Wow. Got the super. Got the super upgraded a little bit more. Look at how fast those fists are pounding. That is really a sight. Wow. Can barely keep up with it. Will this run ever end? I'm usually dead a while ago. This captain is reminding me that I need to see the new Creed movie. I've seen both of them with my brother-in-law that helped locate this very PC. We were talking about it the other night. And, you know, then you get on the subject of Wick 4. What a time. Alright, I definitely want to upgrade the boxing gloves again here. And let's go plasma per second. And we'll cruise on over to here. We are at wave 107. Wow. This is wild. Alright, well, let's grab that. Let's go try and grab a space cube. Once we get out of here. Because that's ready. If this is your first time seeing the game, you'll note that the locations have green dots on them when they're ready for you to visit. Alright, we need that. Let's grab that. Let's come on over here and we'll see if we can grab a cube. Oh, 100%. Awesome. Awesome, awesome. All right, we've got 4 upgrades built up. We should turn those in here. Let's go block damage while boosting. Let's do collision damage again. We'll go fireball damage. We'll go max fireballs. Speaking of max, I mean, we're maxing out a lot of different attributes. These collisions are just incredible. I'm going to put it in fireball damage. And I think I'm going to overclock the static field again. And then we'll go attack speed for the fireballs. Uh-oh. Oh, that was destroyed. We already knew about that. Okay, that's not an uh-oh. We'll go plasma damage and fireball damage. And I am angling toward the shop because we've got 5 cubes again. Hey, here's the super for plasma cannon. Wonderful. Wow. Now, if you didn't catch it, the reason that is kind of caving in on itself is because I have fully upgraded the focus on it. So it really picks out a target rather than kind of firing all over the place when you first get it. Initially, when I first started playing the game, I didn't know if I liked the focus or not, but I think it really comes in handy. This guy was trying to get up close and personal for a second. All right. Wave 120, and this is looking good. No signs of stopping. Better get some corn for popping, right? Isn't that what the kids say out there? I don't think I've ever had a run in a game where I've legit been able to say, I think this is a God run. You know, sometimes in Noida, they'll say, oh, this is a God run, you know, because there's a certain amount of circumstances and pickups that you grab and wand types that are possible of achieving. I feel like this is a legit time where I can say that word. Oh, he's getting crazy on me. All right, you big jerk. We're gonna focus everything on you. Shield's back up for the most part. Come on. Getting close. Holy moly. We got a victory. Oh, that was awesome. That's the first time that's happened. I have not made it that far. That is so cool. Ram. All thanks to Ram and his magnificent punching glove. Hey, if you have not tried Time Wasters, you need to get out there and try Time Wasters. This is not going to tear that big of a hole in your wallet. It's priced super well. I will include a link to the game on Steam in case you want to check this one out. You know, if you don't have time right now because you've got too many games that you're juggling, hey, look, nobody understands that better than me. Give them a wish list. It helps these indie devs show up a little bit better in the infinite halls of the shopping lanes on Steam. And you'll get to it when you have time. But this one's great. So I'll include that link, and then I am going to include that link to the conversation that I had with Indie Gamer, and I want to thank him again for making this possible because, as I told him earlier, if not for being able to figure this out, you know, recordings were definitely going to suffer a bit for the following week. So really appreciate his support and your support. I appreciate you hanging out with us out here. And I'll tell you what, we will do this again sometime soon on the Goat Force Gaming channel where we'll play a roguelike or a roguelite because that's what we do every time. And we'll give away a video game once a week too because I love doing those. And those are all possible because of you. So really appreciate the support. Hope you have a good rest of your day. And we'll see you again real soon.